Hello guys, this is Yusuf's Science and Math class. Today we are going to learn about kinematics in one dimension. Today we are going to learn about kinematic quantities and how to identify variables. So let's begin. So kinematics is a mathematical way to describe the motion of objects without investigating the cause of their motion. So there are big five variables: displacement, initial velocity, final velocity, acceleration, and time. And their units are meters, meters per second again, meters per second square, and second individually. So let's talk about displacement and distance. Displacement, x, is a vector extending from initial position of an object to its final position. The variable x is most used, but y or h are used too when they're using by verticals or height. Distance, d, is a scalar quantity representing the actual path followed by the object. So let's take an example. Find displacement and distance when Sophia walked one lap of circle of 10 meters. The answer is displacement is 0 because there is no difference between initial place and final place. However, the distance is 10 meters because she has walked 10 meters. And there's a velocity and speed also. Velocity and speed are kinematic quantities measuring the rate of change in displacement and distance. So velocity is the rate of change in displacement. Speed is a rate of change in distance. A rate here is a mathematical relationship showing how one variable changes compared with another. So velocity v, a vector, is calculated by delta x over t. And velocity is a vector quantity, so it includes a specific magnitude and a direction. On the other hand, speed s is calculated by d over t, where d is a distance, and speed is a scalar quantity, so it only has a magnitude. So let's take an example. Find the velocity and speed of Ryan moving for 10 seconds. He moved 40 meters right and 30 meters up. Think about it. I'll give it some seconds. Okay, if you'll probably need more time, so please stop this video and let's move on. So answer. For velocity, Ryan has moved 50 meters in this displacement because his final place minus initial place. Therefore, velocity is 50 meters divided by 10 seconds, so 5 meters per second. On the other hand, for speed, Ryan has moved 70 meters in distance. Therefore, speed is 70 meters per 10 seconds and 7 meters per second. Okay, then we can talk about the acceleration now. Acceleration is the rate of change in velocity, and it is calculated by delta v over t. The effect of acceleration on velocity depends on the orientation of the vector quantity related to one another. So there are three orientations. So first one is when acceleration and the v velocity has the same direction. Excuse me. Acceleration is the same direction as the initial velocity caused the increase in speed. So acceleration regarded as positive. However, when it is opposite direction, acceleration in the opposite direction as initial velocity causes a decrease in speed. So acceleration is regarded as negative. When it is perpendicular, which is in 90 degrees, acceleration perpendicular initial velocity causes a change in direction. However, it does not change in magnitude. And here's our second topic, identifying variables, the hidden variables. Because since not every question will mention those hidden variables, so we have to know some of it. And also questions will assume that we will know it. Without knowing them, we cannot solve any problems on physics. So let's start. Initially at rest means initial velocity is 0. When you say stops, then final velocity is 0. When the question says constant velocity, it means acceleration is 0. When the question says it something or he or she returns to its starting point, then the displacement is 0. When the something dropped down falls, it means gravity or acceleration is minus 10 meters per second square. And also when it is dropped, they must be the velocity, initial velocity must be 0. And when the something reached the maximum height, means final velocity is 0 because it has to go down. And let's talk about sign conventions in identifying variables. So, when variable and sign plus x means object finishing right of the starting point. In vertical, object finish above starting point. When it's negative x, it means object finish left or left of starting point, and object finishing below starting point. When it's plus v, it moves right, it's moving upward. Negative v, moving left, moving downward. Plus a, acceleration vector x to the right. However, we usually don't do vertical motion in plus a. Negative a, acceleration vectors x to the left, and in free fall, the acceleration always x downward and mostly is equal to g, which is negative 10 meter per second square. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please subscribe and like. If you have any questions, please write in comments. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.